What's good, guys? Your boy Aaron here. Today we are talking about footwork, baby. It's really easy to sit in front of the bag and just punch, but when you start adding footwork, it's gonna take your workout to the next level. And also if you're sparring, it's gonna take your sparring to the next level. Let's get right into it. So I've been fighting competitively for a long time and I've taken different styles from different people. And the Eastern Europeans, they like to be here on the balls of their feet in their bounce. The heels don't touch, the hands are a little bit further out, and you're in and you're out, shifting your weight front to back. I really like this style. And then you can start to feint from here. You're faking, or stutter step. I'm moving both feet, using my feet to fake. So practice the boxer bounce for a good minute, your legs will burn. Second move is the lead pivot. We're gonna step with the lead leg, swing the back leg out, and now I'm taking a little angle on the back. Now when you move backwards, we're actually gonna do a little cross step pivot, which is really controversial, but it works only if you keep your weight back and you frame, and then you pivot. So we have the pivot towards the lead leg, and then we have the cross step, frame, keep your weight back so you're not exposed, and then pivot back. Practice that. Pivot, cross step, pivot. All right, next move is the side shuffle. Now when I want a side shuffle, I'm squaring up, so I can't be within punch range. I've got to back up out of punch range, and then I can side shuffle, and I come back to my stance. So the first move when you side shuffle is to go back, then side shuffle. And then when you want to fight, you're back in your stance. So I like to practice just side shuffling around the bag, out of range, keeping your feet nice and shoulder width, so you're always set to get into your stance if you need to. All right, the fourth one I've learned from Johan Guzman in New York. It's the half step. So when you half step, only one foot's moving, and then you reset. Right leg, left leg, and you want to start to move just enough to get out of the way. And when you start to half step, you can add punches to it. As the foot hits, the punch hits, whether it's a two or a jab. I'm just moving one foot and then timing it with the punches. Last but not least, we have the pendulum. Now there's a mistake a lot of people do when they do the pendulum, is when you skip, you're skipping your feet together, and for that moment, you're so vulnerable. So before you pendulum, step with the lead foot, and then skip the back foot up so your feet don't get too close together. When I move back, step with the rear, then skip with the lead. So it's step, pendulum, step, pendulum, step, pendulum. As you do this, turn the shoulders, so you're in position to throw uppercuts. Bop. So see, I'm rotating my shoulders as I skip. Bop. Mike Tyson is famous for what I call the power pivot. He doesn't step and skip, he just shifts. So it keeps his feet shoulder width and then just turn, taking an angle and throwing your combinations off of that. Okay, now let's do a little review. Boxer bounce, in and out. Add your feints. Stutter step. Light on your feet, the heels don't touch. Then you have your pivot. Cross step pivot, keep your weight back. Pivot lead, cross step pivot, make sure you frame. Side shuffle, get out of range, then move. Back shuffle first, then you can side shuffle, do what you want. When you get back in range, get ready to fight. Half steps, one foot moves, the other foot stays stationary. Start to add punches to it. And last but not least, the pendulum. Step pivot, or just power pivot like Mike Tyson. Taking small angles, keeping your feet nice and wide and shoulder width. Obviously you want to start to add punches to this footwork, but today, I just want to introduce you to those 5 different moves. My heart is pumping. It's going to bring your workout to the next level. In between combinations, you start moving your feet. If you're interested in learning more about footwork, go to FightCamp.com. We have professional fighters leading you through paths where you're going to find some progression and learn as you go. One of my favorites is Christina Cruz. She did a footwork path. She's an undefeated professional boxer, and she has the best footwork in the game. It's going to take your fitness boxing and your competitive boxing to the next level. Go to FightCamp.com. We'll see you there. Os.
This is FightCamp, an interactive training camp from the comfort of your own home. Tutorials and guided paths walk you step by step through the basics and sharpen your technique over time. Punch tracking technology and leaderboards provide you built-in motivation to help you hit your goals.
bit.
Learn more at
Your
FightCamp.com.
workout, and I don't expect you to be going non-stop.